get straight into the video. Like, I'm looking crusty and dusty, so let's get to it. So don't do me. Okay. So let's just jump straight into the day we was going into the hospital. We already did like a pregnancy journey, so I'm not gonna go too much in detail with pregnancy journey, but I do know we got some more followers and things like that, so I'm just going to quickly just like wrap it up. So I had a tough pregnancy. I was sick throughout my whole entire— did he scratch me? Yes, y'all, my son scratched me because that just burned. He's always beating me up. But anyway, what was I saying? I had a tough pregnancy. I was sick throughout my whole entire pregnancy. There probably was like 4 to 6 weeks that I actually felt decent. Oh. It was actually like 4 to 6 weeks that I actually felt decent and didn't have to take any medicine, or I wasn't feeling nauseous or anything. Other than that, I was on medication basically my whole pregnancy, in and out of the ER, just trying to feel better, trying to keep food down basically was my whole pregnancy. So it was very, very tough, but you know, I was able to make it work. And we had a beautiful, healthy baby boy. So let's fast forward. I wanted to be induced because I was so sick. Towards the end of my pregnancy, it got worse again, and I was hospitalized in the ER. I couldn't keep nothing down, not even water. I was throwing up. I threw up like 13 times in like 2 hours. Went to the emergency room. Went to urgent care. They sent me to the emergency room and like hooked me all up, and it was crazy. I was in this big room and I had like 5 nurses and 2 doctors in there. It was very scary. I thought something was wrong with my son. Nothing was wrong, but it was still a scary experience. So when she asked me if I wanted to be induced, I was like, yes. I don't want to go back to the hospital and do all that and just be sick again. So let's go ahead and get him out of me. Unfortunately, you know, my doctor, she already had her trip booked to Haiti. She wanted me to wait my full 40 weeks, but I was like, no ma'am. So I actually had him 39 weeks and 3 days. If y'all watched the video, let me change that on. Okay, so if you guys watched the video, then I don't even know what I was talking about. Then you guys know that I definitely got induced, and it was a smooth process. So they got me in at 6 p.m. so I knew I wasn't going to have him until the 23rd. I immediately got induced. I didn't start having contractions, like baby contractions for real, like actually feel them until like 6 in the morning. I felt like little cramps here and there, but I don't think they were really contractions. I didn't really start, like, it woke me up out of my sleep around 6 in the morning, and I was able to deal with it, process it. They weren't really that close together and everything like that up until you guys see in the video. I don't even remember what time it was. Maybe around like 3-4 o'clock is when they started to get super intense, and they were super close together. So my contractions were 1 minute to 2 minutes apart for like the first, from like 6 to 3-4 in the afternoon. And they don't consider it active labor until you hit 4 centimeters, I believe. Once I hit 4 centimeters, that's when my contractions were literally every 30 seconds to a minute. It was literally ridiculous. At that point, I just couldn't take it no more. I really wanted to go and have an all-natural birth, but y'all, my contractions were literally back to back. Like, I would talk and I would like breathe through them, and then as soon as they would end, I'd be like, whew, okay, and then it like literally would jump right back to it a minute, not even a minute later. It was literally ridiculous. Like, I remember my nurse saying, yeah, your contractions are back to back, girl. Like, I couldn't do it. So that was the reason why I decided to get an epidural, because my body couldn't relax. I was just so stressed. My body was just so stressed for having that much pain and not actually being able to relax my body and breathe and, you know, just untense myself throughout the contractions because they were so close together. Now, that was a downfall about it. So yes, I did get an epidural. The upside about my contractions being so close together is that I dilated so quickly. I literally dilated so quickly. I was in active labor for 3 hours, like 3.5 hours, 4 hours, which literally was nothing. Once I got my epidural, my water broke, and I literally went from 4 centimeters to a full 10.2, I believe is how they did it at my doctor's office or at the hospital I went to 0.2. And that means I was fully ready. He was all the way down as low as he can be, which I'll explain that 0.2 in a second, just in case that's new to some people. I don't know, because this is my first baby. But I literally went from 4 all the way ready to push in like 30 minutes. It was crazy because I kept telling my nurse, like, she came and she checked me and she was like, oh, you're at a 4 point, blah, blah, blah. And then like I was like, I feel like I have to boo-boo. She was like, okay, you feel like you have to boo-boo. That means you're getting closer and closer to him being ready to come out. And then she checked me again and I was at 8. And as soon as she walked out the room, I told my family and my husband, I'm like, go get her. And they're like, what's wrong? I'm like, he's ready to come out. So she literally took a couple steps out the room and I was already asking her back in. So she came back in the room, like, she probably was like, what now? But she came back in the room and she was like, yes. And I was like, he's ready to come out. And she was like, at first she was like, okay, I'm gonna come back in an hour and hopefully it's time for you to push. She literally walked out the room and came right back, y'all. Like, I'm not even over exaggerating or joking. Like, literally within a minute I had her come back in the room and she was like, yes. And I was like, he's ready to come out. And she was just like, she was like, are you sure? I literally just checked you, da da. And I was just like, I feel it. Like, my body knows. Like, you know, you hear stories of, you know, like, you know when you know that your baby is ready to come out. Like, you just know your body and all this stuff. You literally would know. Like, yeah, I felt like I had a boo-boo, but I felt like he was coming out already on his own. Like, I felt the pressure all down there. I felt it. My son was ready to come out. So I was like, yes, you know, he's ready. Like, she was like, okay, I'm gonna have to check you. It's gonna be uncomfortable. Are you sure you want me to check you? I said, yes, like, check me, because he's here. Like, I was like, I'm not pushing, but I feel like my stuff is opening up. Like, I feel like he's coming. And she was like, okay. So she checked me. She was like, oh my God, you're a 10 and at a 2 or a 0.2 or whatever. So basically what she explained that was, when she checked me the last time, I wasn't quite ready yet. I was at a 0. And she said, we like for moms to be at a 10 and at a 0.2 or a 2, whatever. I don't know if it was 0.2 or whatever. But she was like, we like our moms to be there. That means the baby is as low as it can go and we're ready to start pushing. And this helps prevents a lot of the moms that we help deliver here from tearing. So I was like, all for it. I'm like, okay, bet. She was like, so some moms get at a 10, but they're at a 0. And if their body isn't ready to push, we like to postpone it until they get at a 0.2. But when she checked me, she was like, oh my God, you're at a 10, a 0.2, like, you're ready to go. And I was like, this is what I've been trying to tell y'all. So in the midst of all that, y'all, my doctor, I told you I was out of town for a trip that she'd had booked. My other doctor went and had an emergency C-section. So they was trying to scramble and find me a doctor. Like, I kept saying he's coming. They was like, okay, hold on. Like, well, the room wasn't even ready. They was like, hold on, like, we gotta go get the team together, all this stuff. So they was scrambling, trying to find another nurse and trying to find a doctor and all this stuff, literally. And I kept saying, like, I kept whispering to my husband, I'm like, he's coming, he's coming. So he started to get frustrated because where y'all at? Like, she's coming. So my sister was like, you know, bro, calm down, I got it, I'll handle it. So they came in and they're like, we're trying to find a doctor. Like, it was crazy. Like, I had everyone in the room. The room wasn't set up. Couldn't find nobody. Like, it was ridiculous. Hello? I forgot what I was saying. So yeah, they were scrambling trying to find someone, and then when they finally find someone, if you watch my labor and delivery vlog, you could hear my husband say, she said he's coming. Like, this is what I've been saying for minutes now. And so they would, like, the 2 nurses was finna open me up, and the doctor was like, hold on, wait, let me get my gloves on. Like, no one was ready. It happened all so quickly. So finally we're ready. They opened me up, and she was like, oh my god, like, his head was literally right there. It was showing, it was poking out. Like, I kept saying I'm not pushing, but I feel his head, like, it's opening up everything. Like, I feel it. And I wasn't wrong. So please, mothers, trust your body. When the nurse said, I just checked you, if you feel like that baby coming in, trust your body, because they don't know what you feel. You'll know. And as a first time mom, you'll know, because I knew. And this is my first child. So that happened. And then you can also hear in the video the nurse who's supposed to help, like, you with pushing and things like that. She was like, this all happened so quickly, I didn't even teach you how to push properly. Because the first time I pushed, like, I feel like I wasn't pushing. I feel like I was just holding my breath, kind of. Like, it was weird. I feel like I wasn't doing anything the whole time I'm getting him out. I feel like I wasn't pushing correctly. But the first time, I know I wasn't, and then she taught me how to, and I guess I did a good job, because I got him out. I got him out in like 4 sets. So that was that. But yeah, like, it all happened so quickly. Like, it was all hectic. The room wasn't together. You literally could see that all in the video, but if you didn't know, you probably wouldn't really notice that, if that makes sense. So now that you've seen this video, go back and watch the labor and delivery vlog video, and then you'll see, like, them moving around and opening up packets and trying to get everything together and putting on gloves and trying to get the right gloves, because I have an allergic reaction to latex, and it was a crazy mess. But yeah, he came out 7'2", 19 inches long, and he came out perfectly healthy. So I had him the end of May. So he's a Gemini, just like his dad. And y'all, get this, it's his birthday 2 weeks later, it's his dad's birthday 2 weeks later, it's Father's Day. Y'all trying to make me broke, basically. Oh my god, I was supposed to be doing my makeup. Y'all, mom brain, like, I didn't believe it at first, but you literally would have mom brain, because you won't remember. You just won't remember the little stuff. It's ridiculous. But so yeah, that was that. I'm trying to remember. I think that's about it. As a first time mom, y'all, I would say the one part that, like, kind of bothered me was when they have to, like, stick your baby in the foot and get, like, all these blood, and like filling these dots of blood. Y'all, when I tell you, I feel like that lady was moving so slow. Like, I literally feel like she was moving so slow. My baby was screaming, so much pain. Like, it bothered me to the core. Like, I was so mad. I even was so emotional, because, you know, like, when you're a mom, you just had that baby, like, you're connected to them. So, like, my eyes even started to water. And then after, like, I started to get emotional and cry, I started to get upset, because why are you still on the second dot and you got all these dots to fill, and my baby been screaming for 20 minutes? Like, so then I started to get irritated, and he was just like, you know, kind of telling me to step away, because I was literally finna, like, cuss her out, like. But that's just, you know, you being attached to your mom. So I mean, attached to your child. But yeah, I was really finna cuss her out. I had to go step away to the bathroom for a second, wipe my face, and, like, breathe. And then I came back, and he was like, you good? I was just like, yeah, I just don't understand what's taking so long. And then she was like, I'm almost done, I'm hurrying. And then yeah, I didn't like that part at all. So I don't know if that's every child, if that, you know, how long it takes. But she was in the room for, like, it feels like forever. I don't know actually how long she was in the room, but it felt like a good amount of time, enough time. Like, it shouldn't have taken that long to me. But that's not my job, so I wouldn't know. But as a mom, it feels like that just took forever. But other than that, I had a great experience. The other thing, like, it all happened so quick that I was only allowed to have, of course, the father and then 2 people in the room. But it all happened so quick that literally everyone was in the room. They didn't even have time to tell get out. So I had everyone in the room, like literally everyone. And you could also hear in the video, she was like, you guys are doing my job for me. Like I don't even have to say too much, because y'all are all saying like, you got it, Mimi, push harder, da 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 da. Like, and then they even said, but I didn't get it on the camera, they was just like, I feel like I'm in a basketball game, I feel like I'm in the stadium, because it was just everyone surrounding me and the doctor like screaming like, hurry up, get this baby out. Like that was really cool. Like I did enjoy the whole experience of delivering and everything like that. As far as, I'm trying to like think of some of the questions, because I did post on my Instagram and ask me questions. I did answer a lot of them already though, just like explaining what happened in my birth and stuff. But yes, we do want more kids. We definitely want more kids. We want another boy and then a girl, so we want 3 total. But of course, whatever God gives us, we'll be grateful and so happy and excited. I did want a boy first, and of course he wanted a boy. It's the first boy on my side of the family, and of course every father wants a boy. But now I want my girl and I want another boy. I love being a boy mom, but I know that I will be a great girl mom as well, because I'm just such a girly girl. So like I can't wait to do hairs and take her to get her mani and pedi. Like I take my nieces to go get their mani and pedi and get them all cute, and I love doing their hair. Like I'm that TT. Like they call me Mom T, Mom Auntie, because that's what I am to them. But I didn't even put on mascara, but I think we're just gonna keep it simple today. We're not doing too much. I was gonna put on eyelashes, y'all, but I don't even know where my lash glue is. Like we're in the process of moving out the state, and that will be a whole vlog later on. But let me just, I think I already sprayed this. But yeah, so that is my, my little labor and delivery story that y'all didn't see fully in the video. I would say that I don't know, like, if the 0.2, I know I didn't tear. I don't know if if that was part of the reason. I also know that I did Kegels and I did exercises to open up everything down there and strengthen everything down there. And I started that when I was like 6 months pregnant. I started exercising once I was able to get on my feet. So sometime in my 2nd trimester, I was able to do some exercising. I was sick, so I didn't exercise consistently. Like I said, I did have a very bad sick pregnancy. But when I was feeling good, I made sure I did exercise. I did bicycling, I did walking, incline, I did treadmills, I did curbside walking, I did bouncing on the ball, everything, little things like that. And so I did tear, so that could have been a reason, and all that. But yeah, so I think I answered all the questions that you guys asked me. Again, I answered a lot of it when I was just explaining like my experience and how it happened. A lot of you guys want to know the experience and how the pushing happened and everything like that. So I did answer all those. If you have any more questions, just leave them down below and I'll be happy to answer them for you. But yeah, y'all, we are going to be consistent on YouTube. Our goal is to upload every Sunday. I said goal because life happens, so we never know. But our goal is to upload every Sunday, so make sure y'all come back to the Sibande family channel and y'all tune in every Sunday for a new banger video. So yeah, comment down below any other questions you may have. Also comment down below any video requests you may have. We are going to be doing a lot of videos and trying to think outside the box and bring you guys into our world and bring you guys into our life, because we love y'all. Yeah, don't forget to comment down below, smash that like button, and make sure you guys subscribe. Follow us on all of our social media, which will be posted at the end of the video. We love you guys so much, and we'll see you next week. Bye.